Hi folks, it's John from lastchanceautorestore.com. I'd like to share with you an update. This is the 1972 Volkswagen Bus or van. This is a special color that we created for our client. This is going to be a promotional company vehicle. So we've done the nice off-white to the top half, and then we've matched their company color with this really nice blue. And the nice thing about this blue, it almost looks like an authentic Volkswagen blue from 1972. So in an earlier video, we shared with you where we did all kinds of metal work and all kinds of body work, and then we had the whole van protected with epoxy, a black two-part epoxy. We sealed both the inside and outside of the van, and then from there we did all kinds of body work and block sanding and gray primer in between, high build primer, blocking it all out, and then getting to this stage here where we've kind of skipped ahead because you can't really tell in videos. If I walk around, it's in gray primer, and say, you know, now we're at 180 grit, and you walk around, it doesn't look any different for a long time until it's painted. So this is a nice treat now because we have the interior painted, we have the exterior painted, and you can see how nice and clean and straight the body is. So it was extensive body work. And you can look in earlier videos. There's probably about 6 to 8 videos on this bus, 1972. So the weather, it's been overcast. The sun's kind of trying to come out behind the clouds. So I thought this would be a nice opportunity just to quickly do a walk around. We've got a couple of hydro wires, so you've got some shadows here, so I apologize for that. But you can see the amount of detail that we did on the inside. You can see where we've painted all around where the windshield opening is, inside the doors, all the way around the dash. These door openings, we've done the two-tone, and all around the door edges. You'll notice in the center of the door we haven't done because those are door panels that are going to go in there. But you can see how nicely all of the doors turned out. We've even done inside the seams and around. You can see the nice detail work of the masking between the white and the blue two-tone. And we did quite a bit of work on the doors, as you saw in previous videos. You can see the inside, we've protected the VIN plate. So we've got our serial number still here with our Canadian sticker, transport sticker, and then we have a label here. So we did, well, even the places that you don't see this, the seat's going to be sitting on here, but we thought it'd be nice to have that protected. And then as we come down the side, you can see how nice and straight this is. There's extensive work that was done along these openings. You can see how nice the roof is. It had a roof rack on it a few different times, and there was a lot of damage and holes and stuff. So all of that's been repaired. New panels on the side, new quarter panels, new corners, and you can't even tell because we've got some nice definition lines here. You can see this factory seam or crease. Normally when you look at these buses or vans, you can see some dust here. These seams are gone, or they're crooked, or they're filled in with body filler. This is exactly the way it came from the factory. Same thing on this seam. It's a deeper seam here, and you can see how nicely that turned out. Same thing with the other seams. So a lot of attention to detail to make it look authentic and to make it look like it's never been touched. So basically, if you went back in time, 1972, this is basically, if you ordered the two-tone, other than this shade of blue, it would look just like the factory Volkswagen Bus or van in 1972. You'll notice along the back here, we've got the back hatch we've set on along with the front doors. You can see once again the roof, how nice it looks. And then with this rear hatch, it's spring-loaded, so I'll just open this up. And you can see once again the attention to detail. So a lot of work on the inside, which you don't really appreciate when you're just kind of looking at it, but the hours and hours of sanding to do all of these panels. So there's lots of repair work that was done along here. There's a lot of rot on the bottom of the sills. And then you can notice in the center section where there's panels or inserts that will be placed in here, we don't need to paint that, but it's protected with that black two-part epoxy. And then you can see once again along the back, along all the window openings, with the exception of the headliner, you can see all the way along where we've got that nice white or off-white on the complete interior, and then all around the hatchback openings and around the tail lights and so on. So you can see how nice that looks. And as we come over to the passenger side, once again, there's our half moon guys, which we have in here. So we've done all the body work on those, and then they'll end up going, once the sliding door goes on, then this is going to be attached. You can see it's dusty. But we've done all the work on those and the front vent. So there's all kinds of extra parts that we've done that we'll be doing in the reassembly later. We haven't painted the rims yet. We've just sandblasted them. We'll sandblast them thoroughly with the new tires coming. These are just a passenger tire, and we're going to be putting a light truck tire on for rating. You can see down this side with the door opening once again, you can see where everything has been carefully masked off for the two-tone and how nice and clean that looks. We have our sliding door. Both sides are done. You can see our engine lid inside, which they're a little bit dusty, but they'll be ready to go on. And then same thing when we open the door here on the passenger side, you can see the nice contrast, the masking between the blue and the white. The white's all nicely finished off, and then we'll be putting a sound deadener material in the floor before we put the rubber down, the rubber matting. The dash and everything will all have to be cleaned up, of course, and then we've got the headliner to put in later. So this looks quite smart, I think. And then we've got the doors pre-hung. And as you come along the front where we started, we've got our opening for our antenna from the factory, and then we'll be sanding the dash. It's got quite a nasty texture to it. We always do the dashboards after all the main body work is done. We'll sand this and paint it satin black and continue on. So just a quick update. This is the 1972 Volkswagen Bus. I thank you for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com.